up, everybody? Welcome back to Stack and Solo. Excited to be back for another episode and yeah, talk about some coins, talk about some silver. So this episode, I've been talking pretty much basics and just kind of introducing different types of silver, but I want to do some fun stuff and just do a quick video on uh, the collecting side. And not so much the stacking side of bullion and primarily silver in my case. So today I'm going to be doing PAMP pieces. So PAMP is like around the world. They're not super old company. I think they were started in the late 70s, like 77, 78, or maybe later. I don't know. Somewhere around that time. But the point is that the quality of the products that come out of PAMP are just revered around the world. They're just awesome and they're sick. And I forget exactly what PAMP stands for. It's a French word, but it's basically talking about the artistic precious metals, and that's exactly what we're going to see here. So we'll just get right into it, and I'll show you some of the artistic PAMP pieces that I have, and let me know what you guys think of them. Let me know if you have any of these, or if you have some that really stand out to you of your collection. Because I definitely want to know what everybody else likes to stack, because it's kind of a good identifier under your personality into other things you may like. So yeah, let's get into it. Now, because I have it in front of me, we're just going with it. This was right on the top of the stack. So this first PAMP piece, as you can see, for all of you bubblegum lovers and more specifically bazooka lovers, this is an anniversary piece celebrating the 75th anniversary of Bazooka Bubblegum. You can read the information there. Came out in 2022, 3,000 minted. It is a 40-gram piece, which is cool because having that off weight doesn't always happen. And whenever it does, it's nice to see. So we can just go right into it. Beautiful packaging design. We'll pull it out. You got a nice cartoon in here. Was the Declaration of Independence signed? On the bottom. Unless you're cautious, you could be heading for an accident. I guess that was smart. I don't know. Card's cool. And more so, the piece itself is cool. Shaped like a piece of bazooka bubblegum, obviously. Nice. Just 40-gram little hunk of bar, honestly. Little bar. And it is 4/9 fine, as a lot of PAMP is, or most PAMP is. It again is a reason why PAMP is revered. But this is going right into the name, the artistic. You can see that this piece specifically is done for collecting purposes. It is going to appeal to silver collectors. It's going to appeal to anybody that grew up around this era of this gum coming out or may have memories tied within it. And then on the back, again, you get all your information. So it's a beautiful piece. Absolutely awesome. I love to have it in my collection just because I kind of find it unique. So moving right on up is Burton Morris American Pop Icon Collection. So this is a series, and I say series because there are multiple ones done. But Burton Morris is an artist, I believe, and these are just this is his style and some of his actual drawings. He teamed up with PAMP, and so they have this collection. He has multiples, and I'll end up doing a video on all of them, or at least the ones that I have, and just kind of talking them over. But I love this because as an artist myself and a movie fan, this was the first one I bought and I just obsessed over it. So you get your information on the back, tells you everything as always. So it's 2023, 25 minted, again, 4/9 fine silver, which you just cannot beat. Absolutely awesome. You can look them up. He's got 4 or 5 out with them. The only one that I don't have right now is this one right here. I'll throw up on screen. It is the what is that? Slot machine. Sorry, I was blanking. I knew it was in my mind, but I couldn't get the word out. But this is another fun one that PAMP does, showing just difference. They're teaming up with artists compared to going with something, one, edible, but also a different side of pop culture with the bazooka bubblegum, hitting on your childhood a little more. And for this one right here, it's a little more specific audience, but still very appealing. And again, it's a 1 ounce coin, so you have that going for it. You just can't mess with PAMP. I think that they just have the best. They have some of the best pieces. Now, I'm including this in here because this again shows what PAMP does with the artistry of their pieces. It shows what they are doing with trying to show the diversity in which they can make products for and the different areas they can. And just as the art piece on the last one and the first one's Bazooka Bubblegum, this is kind of hitting a different market. So a little bit about this piece. You can see here that it reads it's 925, so that's meaning 0.925. So it is reading as sterling silver. This is 10 grams of sterling silver. Now, a little bit of why they did that. We can zoom in on the wonderful design so you guys can see that. Again, 70th anniversary. A lot of what they do is celebrating various things. 10 grams of AG silver 925, which is sterling silver. So the reason for sterling in this is PAMP specifically did this pick in sterling silver so that it had the durability, and if someone so chose to, they could actually play with this pick. This is a usable pick. It is it's just cool. So again, they found a way to add a different type of value to it, or a different a cool little aspect to silver by making this one usable in a way. And again, celebrating Stratocaster, the 70th anniversary. Beautiful thing. Now I'm just going to throw this in here to show you can get full. This is from Pan Silver Company. You can get full 10-gram guitar picks, and that's what this is. It's a nice, beautiful guitar pick in my opinion. But looking at the art overall, you can see this has a lot more everything to it. Quality. Nothing against Pan, but this will cost you probably $60 to $70, I'd assume. I don't know now. Probably more. This costs 10 to 20 bucks. So, not too bad. 20 bucks, I think it is. I think that's what these average on, 15 to 20. But very cool. And it's another just side of like, oh, okay, well, you may not be into silver, but you could have a few pieces that kind of say a little bit about you, you know? Very cool. Very cool. So, any of you guitar lovers, check that out. Is there anybody that watches this that plays guitar? Would you be interested in like having this just as a collecting piece, or would you play it? What are your thoughts? I definitely want to know, because as somebody that is interested in music, my music is piano, so I'm not really talented in anything, so I don't really pay attention and or collect. So mine is on the silver aspect and just the coolness of it. But what do you guys think? We can move right along. Running through this one quick. I don't want to keep anybody too long. I'm trying to work out these kinks. So, this is another series that they do. Obviously, Hot Wheels, modeled after some of the most famous Hot Wheels cars. This is the Bone Shaker. So, on the back is where you get all of your information. So, this is indeed a coin. So, it can be spent, as all of these can, or as a lot of these can, or a lot of what PAMP does can be sold or used as currency. Although it says it's only worth $2, so nobody ever do that. If you're gonna use this for $2, hit me up. I'll buy it from you for 10. But back to it. There's a whole series of these, and I have most of them, I believe. So again, we'll do a whole video on these and break them down and kind of just the history and why they went into this. But I wanted to show this because again, it's just showing the diversity that silver can offer. You can be into just about any type of hobby and find pieces of bullion that represent you and represent something that you enjoy. And these are just sweet. You see this one right here. This, just show everybody. This is the Roger Dodger. They also did this one. And then they also made the Twin Mill. So this is 2024. So this is last year's. So this is probably one of the newer ones, because I believe 2023 is whenever they started doing the Hot Wheels. So you came out with the Twin Mills, and then probably the Roger Dodger. And yeah, 1 ounce silver coin, guys. You cannot beat it. They are rocking and rolling, and they are pretty pricey, but it is because it's PAMP. It's a collector's piece, and it's just sick. If you're anybody that likes Hot Wheels, especially like me, then you can go on. All right. Now moving on to this next one, and the last one, I suppose, for this PAMP edition, PAMP episode. You can see it's Pez. Pez is fun. So, just reading it right away, everything's on the box. I don't want to say it and, be annoying, but 4,000 pieces set or minted of this PAMP. Okay, so there it is. Products, artistic, medics, whatever. So, it just means artistic, products, metal, probably production or something like that. So, you have 5 gram silver Pez ignits, which are just little tiny bars basically. And we have an entire 6 rows. So we almost have a full gram of silver, a troy ounce of silver, sitting right here. And then they have the custom Pez dispenser to go with it. I've not opened them yet. I have seen people open them. I've seen them on sale for open. Again, it's a collector's piece to me. And I'm not really big into Pez, but the reason why I bought this is because Pez is my dad's favorite candy in the world. And so without me actually having a direct tie to it, I have a direct tie to it. And whenever I saw it, I was like, I need one of these in my collection. Now, if anybody's interested in these, they don't just do the summer editions. And that's what this obviously is the 2021 summer edition. They do Easter, they do Christmas. They've actually started to do these more and more often over the years since this one is a few years old now. But it's very nice and they're very cool. I don't know if you can see there, but the silver itself does have the Pez emblem, just as Pez does. And then the other side has PAMP. Has that little PAMP logo, which you can see the PAMP bouncing back. 5 gram silver, 4/9 fine, with that smiley face, with that signature smiley face that you can see right here. Absolutely fun. So cool. I love having it. I love getting to get these things back out and relook at everything I have just because reignites everything within me. So again, PAMP, you can do just about anything you want, and this is a small portion of probably what I have in PAMP, but it shows the variety, and that's what it's about. You can I can cover a large group of people in terms of interest just with these pieces. At least one of these pieces will definitely appeal to various amounts of people. So I just find it cool, and I hope you guys do too. Looking at these right now, which one do you find favorite? You like the 10 gram sterling silver, the 30 gram Pez? You like any of these 1 ouncers or the 40 gram? And that's another reason why I did this video specifically, and we can just flip back around. That's another reason why I did this video specifically, was to kind of show the difference in the weights that you can get and the pieces that you can get. It's just really cool to see. I believe I said 50 to 60 on that. Please don't pay that. That might be what people do. I wouldn't pay that for 10 grams of sterling silver. I don't care how cool it is. But either way, Bazooka, this, Hot Wheels, art stuff, Pez, the list goes on and on. I'm looking over there. You've got superhero stuff. You got samurais. You've got some Viking stuff. It just goes on. There are necklaces, pendants. I'm telling you, get your wife something, get your daughter something. They can be mementos. They can be a lot of things, but most importantly, they're an investment, and that's how I look at silver, and that's how I look at these pieces. It's fun and cool, and I get to talk about it, but also I know in the back of my mind that one day this will pay off, not only as a hobby, but as an investment again. So sweet. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you watching another video. Hopefully this one's good. Sorry I rushed through it. It's probably how I'll start doing it, because I had gotten a comment where I'm just kind of talking slow and the videos are long, and I guess I kind of get it for the content that I'm given. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want to see. Is it pricing? Is it information? Is there anything I missed? I don't know. Let me know what you liked. Let me know what you didn't. Again, I appreciate any and all support. So heck yeah, as always, stacking solo doesn't mean stacking alone. We'll see you guys later.